There's a lovely spot, just the only one that means home sweet home to me. If you follow the old Kit Carson trail until desert meets the hills, oh, you certainly will agree with me. It's the place of 1,000 thrills. Home means Nevada, home means the hills, home means the sage and the pines. Out by the Truckee's silvery rills, out where the sun always shines. There is the land that I love the best, fairer than all I can see. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me. Whenever the sun at the close of day colors all the western sky, oh, my heart returns to the desert gray and the mountains towering high, where the moonbeams play in the shadowed glen with the spotted fawn and doe. All the livelong night until morning light is the loveliest place I know. Home means Nevada, home means the hills, home means the sage and the pines. Out by the Truckee's silvery rills, out where the sun always shines. There is the land that I love the best, fairer than all I can see. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me.
Yeah, yes it does. All right. Well, let me make sure because we're probably going to hit it.
At Cox,
I knew it. I knew you were going to get the commercial before I could get to you. But it is what it is, and I'm not perfect. I'm just human. We're starting about 34 minutes later than I wanted to, and I haven't even been downstairs. But that's because I just wrapped up a meeting with Caliente City Council, Lincoln County, and I got to attend on the Microsoft Teams app, which is kind of cool. So for you out there in Lincoln County, and or Caliente, and you'd like to be able to participate and you can't get there, well, there's remote possibilities for you. And I can teach you how to do that any day of the week. Just reach out to me and I'll run you through it. And then you can learn how to give your voice and your comment and participate like I did today. I gave comments on the record and I giggled here and there because it was a spicy meeting watching the mayor and the council members go back and forth. It was great. I loved it. And then the people in the room. Oh, excuse my yawning. But good evening. Carson, Churchill, Clark, Douglas, Elko, Esmeralda, Eureka, Humboldt, Lander, Lincoln, Lyon, Mineral, Nye, Pershing, Story, Washoe, and White Pine. All 17 counties, not just 2 in the sports book. Right, Clark and Washoe? Right? Right. We love you. We love you. We really do. But we love all 17. 17 counties inside the state. And I'm going to make that point every time. It's kind of my thing that I make sure that the other 15 counties are always mentioned and always accounted for and always in thought and always taken into consideration. Always, just always, always, always Nevada first. Oh my goodness, I can't stop yawning. But I got up early, as I do, and I'm here today for you, as I do. Let me make sure I get this phone line up here. Because sometimes I say it's open, and it's not. And maybe there's a call, and then I can't answer it because it wasn't open. But now it's up. It's 100% up. And you know what I'm doing is I'm working on, this is silly, but I need a hat for when I'm out there walking around in these summer months. And I might have to order a couple of them. So I'm designing myself a little hat. And I'll pay for it myself, and I'll do all that stuff myself, as I do. However, if you do feel inclined I do take donations for the car rental that goes around the 17 counties and the insurance that covers it, which is a damage waiver. I think it's like $28 a day, something like that. You can look it up. I rent through Enterprise. Gasoline that goes in that thing, and then the hotel room. That's what I fund. And I like to call it the dollar for Nevada. Just gives me the opportunity to go around and face-to-face meet each and every person from every county and give that availability to be there and show up and have that presence, which is something these other people do not do. I assure you. They love to spend money. They love to throw money at things. They love to have a team of so and so is coming down from this office or so and so. But what about that person? Oh no, they're much too much busy. But don't worry, they'll come see you when they need their votes next time. Don't worry, they'll come see you. I assure you, they'll be right there at your office, giving you 13 and a half seconds before they mosey on down the road for the next set of votes. Not me. I plan on doing this on the regular, and I want to get so familiar that I just have first name basis with everybody when I go to town. I want it to feel like Cheers. You wanna go? Hey, where's that song? Where everybody knows your name. Let's do that. What's that song called? Cheers theme song. What's that actual song called? Where everybody knows your name.
One thing I've noticed
Can you
about
just
football
feel
fans is
what it would be like to make all of
they
Nevada
have
just this
Geico insurance.
rural? Every time you show up, they're just like, let's go. And I get this Ted Danson kind of vibe going. And I look over and I'm like, Pearl baby. Yeah. For you younger kids, you don't understand that, but you want to go where everybody knows your name. And not because of a bad situation. Somebody might say, it's going to be a reputation of a bad need. Cause you wanna go where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. See, that's key. Hold on. Hold on. You don't wanna go where everybody knows your name. That's right. I want to go where everybody knows my name, but they're happy to see you because they're like, oh, we're going to get work done. Or, oh, Winterhawk's here. Someone's truly cares about what I'm saying today. They're going to take note of it, take it back to the Capitol, and get immediately on everything they can. Or they're going to go put pressure on commissioners or on different boards and committees and advisory committees and caucuses and whoever need be to get it done. What's it? Well, simply, it is different for each place. That's why I make the distinction to not treat Carson like White Pine and not treat Churchill like Washoe and Clark like Story and Elko like, Elko's not going to be Pershing tomorrow, right? Lovelock is Lovelock and Carlin is Carlin and Andover is Andover and Eureka is Eureka. Austin's Austin. Like, these places are individual and they have individualized needs, and you need someone who's willing to show up, which I will. If you're out there and you've met me or you sat down with me or not, then reach out. I will sit down with you. Matter of fact, there's a schedule on a website. I put a lot of work into making myself available at all times and on a flexibility that I don't think I've ever met anybody that does what I do, but I'm not trying to just toot my own horn. I'm just genuinely trying to show up, for my Nevadans, to work, to serve. If you go to the website and you hit this little Donate button, which I hate that I had to add that about 2 days ago. But if you scroll down, it'll show you, and there's a tentative schedule here: Clark County, Nye County, Phase 2, and then I put up a post, which I should edit and put that out again, because it's different. I'm not like these people who are like, hey, you better meet me at my luncheon in April and bring your $5,000 for your plate of food. Nah, that's so lame. I don't operate like that, dude. That is, I don't. Let's go sit down at a coffee shop where everybody can afford to sit down, and then we'll talk. Mostly you talk, I listen, and when you need an answer, I'll provide one. If I don't have the answer, I will research, get the correct one, and bring it back to you and not blow smoke up your butt and tell you you're a hot air balloon. How about that? Does that sound good? It seems to be a very easy thing to be a civic worker and servant. It's just to listen and just do as you're told. You're not there to make your own decisions. Yes, you're there to make great decisions on behalf of millions of Nevadans. You're not there to make your decisions. You're there to make decisions on behalf and for. The government, look at my nice little sign like that. Let's primary Joe. 1,000,000 Nevadans giving $1, $1,000,000. 2,000 Nevadans giving $500, $1,000,000. 5,000 Nevadans giving $100, $500,000. Like, come on, man. We look at it realistically. Change doesn't shout, it shows up. That's true. The war chest. Isn't that what they say? Good Lord. Who are they going to war with? The people of Nevada? Where is the schedule I posted? I post so much that I lose track. Maybe that's another problem that I have. But I'm trying to be informative. Put as much information out there as possible. 702-381-4295. By the way, if you'd like to call in on that phone number. 702-381-4295. Do I need like a jingle? I could probably pull it off. Aha! Here it is. This is the... right here, see? I'm walking all 17 counties, but I'm not running a scripted tour. The schedule is intentionally flexible so that Nevadans can tell me where I'm needed most. Here's the current windows. Now until about February 16th, I'll be here, Clark, Nye, and Lincoln. February 17th to March 15th, I'll be in Lyon, Douglas, Carson City. March 16th through the 20th, I'll be around Church Hill, Humboldt. This is pretty much the whole I-80 and I-50 corridor there. There you go. So it's going to be just after registration, which I will be in Carson at the end of this loop here, because on the 2nd, I will be sitting inside Carson at the Secretary of State's office, registering to run officially as governor. And I got the money right here. Hold on. Look. Are you ready? Are you ready to see it? What it takes to be a governor in the state of Nevada? Here you go. I don't know if you're ready for this. Ready here. One blue face. 2 blue faces. And 3 blue faces. There you go. It takes 3 of these. Okay. A little stack of $100 bills. And then after I got off the phone with a beautiful soul, by the way. The Secretary of State's office has been incredibly helpful. Always has been. Always will be. I can't say enough good things about the Secretary of State's office from my perspective, outside of the election integrity, which I don't hold them themselves specifically responsible. But and then you get this candidacy form and packet, which I have. Nice thick packet. Then you got yourself your $300. And guess what? Guess who's running for governor? So March 2nd, catch me in Carson City. Catch me in Carson City March 2nd, where I register on the steps, and I hope to be the very first person on the first day of non-judicial office filings to be done, filed, and on record primarying Joseph Lombardo, because I'm the better Republican. It is what it is. Don't believe me? Just watch. Put the man on the stage with me. Let's debate. But he won't. I've only asked everybody. Put him on the stage in front of me. What's he going to do? He'll be like Stephen Horsford. What Stephen Horsford always goes, my father died of gun violence. And then Joe will be like, I was a sheriff once. And everybody will be like, wow, you really were, Joey. You made it all better, dude. But the reality that no one wants to like tell Joe Lombardo is that he got selected because they didn't want to have anything representative of Steve Sisolak. I have spent a long time walking around these streets, 17 counties, counties deep, and let me tell you what they say. They don't say anything other than Joe vetoed. Good job, Joe. You did what Joseph R. Biden's auto pin could do. You could either sign or not sign, right? You didn't do anything for Nevadans. And what you did do, you half-assed. And some of the things you did worse. And the thing is, I was listed as your opponent back in September. But nobody cares to notice that because you have paid heavily, allegedly, so that none of the news outlets and articles will reach out to keep you as an unviable. Because it's not about whether you're a Republican or a Democrat. It's the power retention inside the state. And that is embarrassing, folks. I'm ready to do the work. I don't want to sit up there and waste another 4 years. And I thought that that's what everybody wanted, the work to get done. Someone who was strong, conservative, Republican, ready to truly work for veterans, ready to truly work for Nevadans, ready to truly do the things, not just motion them, ready to cross the aisles. And when the aisles aren't, there always has to be compromise. Vetoes are great, yes. When there's no other option, vetoes are great. But how about just being present inside of a legislative session and not vetoing everything and getting the bills done properly and getting the concessions done and not bloating the session so that half of the shit doesn't even get talked about, and then you got to open up a special legislative session so that you can try and pass another group of highly compromised bills for whatever reason. Who knows? What an absolute cluster. I feel for people. I don't want to deal with that. Here's what I want to do. I want to go to work. There's a lot of work that needs done, and there are so many meetings every day. Look, tomorrow is the lightest day I've had in weeks. Do you want to see what my tomorrow day is? Look, let's go to the 16th. Ready? Which I already posted, by the way, since, you know, I want you to... Here was your two... If you want to go back and review what the man promised you in 2022, here it is. There you go. Okay? Yeah, so tomorrow, there you go. That's the first time. You see how short that is? That's tomorrow's meetings. Thank goodness. But still, like the overlap, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will have to pick. I'll review the agendas, but I'll have to pick which one I'm attending. Review the agendas, pick, and then kick into, like, Doral Academy is going to be something like a charter school. District, one meeting there. This is the same thing. Pick one of those and then overlap into, which I kind of do want to be in the autism spectrum. I was in the last meeting as well. And the consolidated student unions, I can never get in there. It's just like a UNLV YouTube meeting. There's not much going on. But look at the day before, though. What we just finished up right now, which is, dude, what is it? It's 7:50? Yeah, we just finished that day. You want to know what's going on with this stupid CCSD patting themselves on the back while failing teachers, parents, and students consistently? Here's what it is. Cognia accreditation does not evaluate student mastery. It evaluates the systems and the processes. So yeah, they could put all the systems and processes in place and say, this is what we do. But it's not yielding results, nor has it. Looks at governance structure, strategic plans, documentation, alignment of policies, and internal review processes. That's what it looks at. It does not need a majority of the students to be proficient in reading or math. It does not need measurable classroom improvement. It does not need a reduced class. It does not need teacher retention or morale. It does not need parent satisfaction. It does not work off of functional discipline systems. So, this is just more of them taking a picture with a stupid fucking banner, and I'm not going to sugarcoat that anymore. Look at Lorena's face. You want to see who cares? This face is like, oh my god, I can't believe they're making me take this picture right now. This face is like, seriously, guys? Like, I love Lorena. Look, Lorena, is it Biciotti? One of my favorite board members. This lady's up there, though. And she just got Vice, so I'll have to see what she does with it and see how she reacts. I like these two ladies, though. I'm not a fan of the rest of them. Nope, I'm not a fan, and I'll be honest. Johnny Ebert. Johnny. Old Johnny! Johnny Ebert. Or Joni. She was, they all flip-flopped their swap in positions. Victor Wakefield was here before. Joni Ebert was up in public instruction. Now Joni Ebert is CCSD. They're just moving around guilt, moving around scapegoatisms, being able to blame somebody else for their colossal and dismal failures, and continuing to look at these poor, but look at this. The morale in that room. There's Bustamante, who just lost her position to this lady. Was it Jessica Adams? What was that her name? I can't remember. Is it Jessica? Let me see. Better names in there. It should have been in there. She's the new chair, isn't she? I can't remember. I think it's Jessica. Jessica! I honestly can't remember. Anyways, stop letting these fools pat themselves on the back for credit. Like, just fix the problems, okay? And or, if, you know, the man's in office still, why didn't, and all that shit, you could have amended the 1956 decision to only have one district with one county, one district, and you could have split up CCSD to make it a more manageable scope, which would make the money more manageable and trackable down to the levels, and giving local control into like Laughlin, Indian Springs, Henderson, Las Vegas City, Blue Diamond, that area out, and then like Mesquite and those areas. Like, everything needs to be sectioned off by itself, give more local control, parents can be more involved, and the communities themselves can be more involved, and it's not just like this board in the middle of Las Vegas who's like, yeah, this is how you all need to live in Sloan and Cal Navari and Laughlin and Mesquite and Henderson, and it's not right. You know it's not right. I know it's not right. I'll change it. Along with your help. I can't do it alone, but we'll change it. How about that? You know what? I'm going to start trying to change the way that I speak. I'll do no, we'll. Because I can't get a damn thing done without Nevadans. And everything that I'm doing is on behalf and for you, Nevadans. So from here on out, I'm just saying we're going to do this. See, I felt weird saying that. Like I was like Ross Perot or like Bob Dole. I do not know how long I'm going to last on this stream tonight if nobody calls in and keeps me awake, because I am tired. Ugh. Just want to drink a lemonade. I want a break. But seriously, I'm ready. Folks, I wasn't kidding. It's not a joke. See that right there? That's called the candidate packet. It's ready. Would you like me to tell you the name of these forms? Hold on, let me tell you. Declaration of candidacy for partisan office for governor. Let's go. That's the first form. It's 2 pages. Requirements for candidates for office of governor. NRS 223010, NRS 2931755. Got it. Contribution and expense report. Candidate acknowledgement 294A120. Got it. Got it. Got it. Signature on that form. Got it. Financial disclosure statement. Requirements for new and existing FDS. If anybody receive annual compensation of $6,000 or more. Got it. Got it. Signature on that form as well. Candidate campaign public records. Oh. Because if you want to, you can hide yourself now, because the government did that for them. This special legislative. Now they can hide their address. They can put a fake address on their license. So that's going to be all messed up with who's in what district. Yeah, great. Didn't know that that happened, did you guys? And then they can also use your campaign donations for private security. So you're going to have a bunch of people running around out there acting like they're celebrities. I don't know. I did get asked the other day when I was walking around the Arts District, and they're like, "Oh wow, you're just out here by yourself?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "That's really cool, but aren't you worried with, the way that people are lately?" And I was like, if someone genuinely wants to hurt me, harm me, or take my life because I'm out here trying to work on behalf of them, so be it. Look, Charlie gave his life doing what he felt was the best thing and best suited interest for his life, and I feel like I'm doing the best thing for my life, for my people, and everyone around me, and to leave an example for my children, and future generations. And my only goal in life is to leave this place a better place than it was when I got here. And every day that I work harder within civic engagement and serving people and working, I'm winning. No matter how much I'm hated on or how much the people could tell me I'm the wrong person or to back down or to go choose a different position or this or that, but I'm here. I'm doing what I feel is right, and I'm asking everyone in the 17 counties what I can do for them. I have every intention to win this election and every intention to deliver 365 days, 17 counties deep at all times. Don't care who, what color, what race, what God you pray to, what sexual orientation you are, what wealth class you are. You're a Nevadan. I work for you. I serve you. That's what I want every day. And if you give me my 4 years, I promise you won't be disappointed. No, you won't. I won't allow it. Anytime that fails, I take it so critically. I won't be hiding behind a door. I'll be right there facing the accountability and seeing how I can recover and owning the mistakes and owning the failures or the shortfalls, but do it now. Not at the end of your term and then campaign all throughout the last year of your election to try and get another term. It's embarrassing. At least to me it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm a different kind of fellow. I'm a different kind of fellow, they say. But I suppose we'll see what we do when they say what they say on the day that we do what we do. Hey, I'm tired, how about you? And I ain't got nothing else to do. So I'm sitting here on the radio listening to you. Ooh, 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 ooh. And I can just think of this song by Donovan. So we're going to listen to it now.
Factor is proof
But that sounds like a commercial. And
the
let's see.
Mediterranean diet is the world.
I don't care about the Mediterranean diet. But I do care about this saffron. And saffron is mad about me. 702-381-4295. The phone line is open. Please give me a call.
Saffron's mad about me.
Because I'm exhausted.
I'm just mad about saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me mellow yellow, quite right.
That's right.
They call me mellow yellow, quite right.
Quite right.
They call me mellow yellow. I'm just mad about 14. 14's mad about me. I'm just mad about 14. She's just mad about me. They call me mellow yellow. They call me mellow yellow. Quite rightly. They call me mellow yellow. Wanna high forever to fly. A wind of velocity nil. Wanna high forever to fly.
Oh.
If you want.
Yeah, see? It's the music issue. I love listening to music. And on YouTube, it flags it. Because it's like copyright. TikTok, I don't think it does. But YouTube, it does. They get strikes. And they're like, oh, this is blocked here, blocked there.
This is my second video of the day.
Ah! Oh my goodness, that was loud. By the way, I made some videos today. I just want you to understand that this is what you're up against. Right here, this is what you're up against. Corporate politics versus people power. We can beat them. I know we can. Check out this smooth looking governor. I just started this bike up, got the gas all cleaned up and out. Still kind of a little bit backfire. She's an old bike, 1985. Aired up all the tires. Took her for a spin today. Replaced a fuse. Inadvertently, not as if I wanted to, but I got her back on the road and I took a ride.
Work and the walking. Nevada, this moment.
That's cool.
I'm ready to do the work and the walking.
Let's go.
Nevada, this moment matters. You've seen the headlines. Mega donors, PACs, billionaires, special interests are lining up behind one candidate. They're spending big money to buy big attention. But vote buying and presence are not the same thing. I'm not asking for a miracle. I'm asking for $1 for Nevada because every person has one and every person deserves to be heard. Here's the math. If 1 million Nevadans give just $1, that's $1 million. That's not driven by corporations, not driven by PAC money, and not driven by billionaire checkbooks or special interests. That's people power, Nevadan power. I'm going to walk all 17 counties face to face, talking to the workers, families, veterans, small business owners, teachers, parents, not lobbyists, not corporations, not donors. This campaign is powered by presence, not ads, by people, not their special interests. I'm not asking you to give more than you can. If you can give $1, thank you. If you can give 10, thank you. If you can give 100, thank you too. But the real ask is this: show up with me on June 9th because your vote matters more than any war chest. So if you believe that Nevada should be governed by Nevadans, not corporations, not PACs, not billionaire interests or unions, join the $1 for Nevada challenge. The link is in the bio. Give $1. Share this message. Show up. Nevada is for Nevadans. I'm Matthew Winterhawk, and I'm going to keep showing up for you. Vote Winterhawk. A W for Nevadans and a win for the American people.
By the way, I don't have a consultant, so when you see me and I'm rough around the edges, hey, I apologize. I'm just the best as the people around me raised me. I was a young kid, grew up rough, worked hard, and out of all the different life choices that I could have made, I made the right ones, I think. Became a pretty good person. I won't say I'm perfect, but I'm a pretty good guy. I don't think anybody's perfect out there. Speaking of cool people, my buddy said he's going to start pushing my content on here. You guys familiar with the Heart Attack Grill? Isn't that cool? So he's got like 90,000 followers here, and he's got like 130,000 followers on Instagram and a couple other different platforms. I went by and asked him, he's like, how can I help you? And I was like, to be honest, visibility. That's it. So he's like, done. Send me your graphics, send me some videos, send me some stuff, and I'll start posting. Pretty cool to have connections like that. Old school connections, 20 plus years. John and I have known each other since back in the days in Scottsdale. He got sued. He got sued over painting the building pink. Boy, they gave him hell over it. But I seen the other day. Man looks good. If you're ever in Vegas, stop by Snappy Burger. Get yourself something to eat. Stop by Heart Attack Grill. Get yourself something to eat. Go down to Neonopolis and see all the businesses down there. Downtown Fremont Street. Some of the older, more generational type of relationships that I have, even just inside of Clark County. I'm starting to kind of tap back into old friendships, and because like I said, I don't like to exploit those things for any sort of gain. And If I didn't feel that it was the most important job of my life to serve Nevadans and to work for Nevadans, I would probably never have even contacted any of my friends, which I have a lot of them. But I think I'm at the point where I'm going to start reaching out so that I can have more visibility and more traction. Not for me, but for Nevadans. We can't have these go to corporations and billionaires and PACs and unions. Not that the people working within the unions are bad people. It's not them. And that's funny I say that, and then look what Attorney Ford's doing right there. Look at me, I'm down here with SEA, a union. Everybody just packing up with unions. Yes, it's great to be with the people inside the union, but the union that's using the people's union dues and benefits to push your advertisement and then secure voting through leveraging, that's not cool. I don't know. We'll see how it works out for them. I don't have high hopes. 702-381-4295. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not high energy tonight. Normally I have a lot more energy. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Yesterday, I think I called it early too. I've got to start getting either more sleep one way or something the other way. I don't know. Earlier I was looking at Caliente's budget, which they had their annual budget. And by the way, all these things are available. It's 157 pages. Fiscal year 2025. Yeah. I spend my time all day digesting agendas and paperwork and sitting in meetings and shaking hands and running errands and educating a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. And there are days like this where it's like Thursday, almost Friday, and I'm just spent. I'm tired. I'll be fine tomorrow morning, but like right now, exhausted. Try to look at the status and keep on top of cities within the counties and the unincorporated townships. See, here's was the meeting agenda right here. This was the meeting agenda tonight that I was in on and got to sit in. And that was the end of the 15th right here. The City of Caliente, and then I couldn't get into Elko Parks. I'm pretty sure they just had a, let me see, what was it? For some reason I couldn't do that one. Or maybe it just got wrapped up. Could be just that. Could be just that. Alright. 40 minutes, not even so much as a peep on a stream. I'm not going to sit here and talk to myself all night. Eventually we'll get this thing going, I think. I don't know. Or we won't. We're just going to keep trying every night. Until eventually we have the popularity of people saying what's up. Calling in. There's a phone call line you can call, my friend. Like the 1990s all over again. Hey! Have a good night, folks. I hope that you get to spend time with your loved ones and that you're not as exhausted and tired as me and just getting to give your kids just a little bit of a hug at the end of the day, because just running around, I do miss out on them because I'm used to spending so much more time with my kids and my wife and not being so wrapped up in meetings and being around everywhere and for everyone except for them. Normally everything I do is devoting my day to my kids and my wife. I'm used to that. I like that. So I'm giving up a lot to be active at all times for Nevadans. Hope it doesn't go unnoticed. Carson, Churchill, Clark, Douglas, Elko, Esmeralda, Eureka, Humboldt, Lander, Lincoln, Lyon, Mineral 9, Pershing, Story, Washoe, and White Pine, all 17 here and accounted for. Just want you to know that home means Nevada to me as well. Not just two in a sports book, right? Clark and Washoe. We love you. Have a good night, folks. Get some rest. I know I will. I'm tired. Aren't you tired? Why am I so tired on a Thursday? Why am I so tired on a Thursday? Oh no. I know 40 minutes. This guy, horrible. Hey, maybe we'll play games tomorrow. Do some GGs. Gaming with the government. The old Kit Carson Trail until desert meets the hills. Oh, you certainly will agree with me. It's the place of 1,000 thrills. You know,
Home means Nevada, home means the hills, home means the sage and the
Have a good night, folks.
pines. Out by the Truckee silvery rills, out where the sun always shines. There is the land that I love the best, fairer than all I can see. Right in the heart of the Golden West, home means Nevada to me.